So you want to be filming me. You just pick it up. Pick up the camera. Just stand up. Point it at me. All right, Ming, I wanted to let you know what's going on with the stem color. We have him set to about a 4 for a neutral lab, which means no distractions at all. He can feel it. He knows what it is. He's been conditioned to the collar. At about a 6 to an 8, I would say a 6 for light distraction. And if you have a fence line, let's say a bunch of dogs are on a fence line and he totally wants to blow you off, you're going to turn it up to about a 12 or a 15. And you'll hit the button and basically that's going to be hot for him. It hurts and he'll actually give a yelp if it's too high. So you want to basically remind him, right when he comes to you, let go of that button and praise the hell out of him for coming to you. He's already understands it. He's got a lot of respect for the collar. I've been doing what's called curbing as of late, which is where there's a curb in this park or any place, the dog has learned to not break that curb when I'm playing with him, and I'm causing the behavior by doing something. And we can go walk over here now. Let's go walk over here now, and I'll show it to you. Good boy. I just gave him a release. He's out in the park doing his own thing. Dutch. That was a hand signal. You hear I didn't give him a command. I see. Good boy, good. So what I want to do here is I want to set up the behavior that he's been already getting used to. We call this curbing. I don't want a dog to go out in the street, okay? So to do that, I will start walking and he's not on a heel and he'll stop on that curb. And the reason he does that is I condition him with the collar and more of a hot cold. So we've turned it up to about a 6 or an 8. It's uncomfortable. Right when he breaks that curb, I've given him the stimulation until he goes back over. And I've worked him through it till this is all positive and this is negative. So cold and hot, right? So we've basically got the dog conditioned. Good boy, good. But even if the ball goes, he's not going to go. That's the idea anyway. Just keep in mind that behaviors fade if you don't keep working them. So you need to get together with somebody who knows what they're doing to keep this stuff up. Hand signals, I'm going to give them to you now, so pay attention. You can't see them when I'm doing the dog. We have a sit, which is just with my left hand upwards. That's your sit command. Down is over my head, same hand, over my head, downwards. That's a right hand, okay? And then for dabu, which is stand, we go straight out and we're going this way. So it's like this for him to stand, okay? So he does that change of position, he knows it. Then you have here, which is usually the left hand, and I'll sweep it this way. So that's for him to come and sit in front of me for here, okay? Keep in mind, the dog has been conditioned with what I call a conditioned heel. That is a lot more apropos to a real life environment than a come and a specific behavior. Because in the sport ring, they'll say come, and they want the dog to come and sit. He's got to sit right in front, and then he does a flip finish in this case. His command for that is here. So we say here, the dog's supposed to sit right in front and then flip to my left side. For a general come, for the dog to come back to me under distractions in a real world environment, I want to make sure that I don't use that because I don't want a specific command. I just want the dog to drop back to me. So I call it a conditioned heel, and it's just OPA. Out of the blue, I'll say OPA, and he's supposed to hit my side. Okay? So let me see if we can go show you some of this. Dutch. OPA. Good. OPA. Good boy. Good. There's my hand signal for down. On the walk is from my hand for my Pledge of Allegiance downwards. Now I have the dog here. I've given him a come command with a hand signal. OPA. And I say OPA, I haven't really given him a hand signal on that flip finish because you don't need it. The hand signal for down is this way. Stay. And this can be all done by hand signals. Now he's going to watch me and not the dog on this one. And the dog pops up. Pan to him, pan to the dog. There you go. And then a hand signal for down is over the head. The dog downs. Okay? And then for standing is straight out. Okay? And the idea here is the dog's supposed to stay there. So I've got a back command that I kind of brush that up and I keep teaching him to stay there. And we use a PVC pipe or a stick or something, a line that he knows he's not supposed to broach. And remember, when we do work, we always do things in short, close to the dog first, and then we stagger it to distance. So if you're having a problem, the dog's not working from a distance, you break your distance and you go in short and you reaffirm the conditioning, which is to stay right where you're at. And again, I'll use a stick or a PVC pipe for that, to teach the dog to stay. And I'll actually go up and I'll step on the dog's foot and push him back with my body language and what we call spatial pressure, meaning the dog is getting, my attitude is doing the correction, okay? So if I tell the dog, here, up, yay, yes, and I'm gonna give him a reward on that one. And as you know, the dog's got a very high ball drive, and I like to keep things balanced. So this ball drive has actually gotten in my way because I can't do as good with a dog that's not thinking. And so again, when you took him to that drive state, once you had him for that month long, you kind of blew it because you didn't keep him in balance, what I call the yin and yang. Kusha. So nothing is perfect, it's all got to keep working on it. You've got the curbing that you should be able to do it. Don't put them on a heel. Here's the idea. OPA, let's go back to our curb. We're at the curb right now. Dutch, OPA, good boy. And notice my body language and my attitude was right when he drops off that curb, I'm hitting him with praise so he understands this is the only place he's supposed to break when he's on a heel. Dutch OPA, good boy, all right, good boy. I'll pick him back up, and then I'll go ahead and I'll hit the hot home. Yep, go for it. Good boy, good. And notice he wasn't on a heel that time. So he starts to understand that we're setting him up and the behavior is done in such a way that it's consistent with the rules of the game. And the rules are he's not supposed to break, and we challenge that by giving him something he wants to do, and then we give him a positive over here. The positive, the cold side is over here. So we give him that positive with a lot of ball throws. And we make sure that he understands this is the positive, that's the negative. The only time he's supposed to come off this curb is when he's in a heel position, heel, good boy, all right. And we reaffirm that high praise for him. And we try to catch it right when he's dropping so he understands that right when I come off that curb, that's when Dad's gonna praise me. So that's the positive side of things. And I just started this about 3 or 4 days ago. What it tells me is the dog understands the collar. I've got him conditioned to it properly. We now have a tool that we can use. I would suggest you not using it because you need to work with a professional to do it properly. Otherwise, you're going to screw this dog up. Couche. It takes practice. Dabu. Dabu. Yes. All right, so those are your hand signals. Hopefully got it on film for you. A down, sit from my side is all the right hand. This is the right hand. A down, and then dabu, which is this way, okay? And he's supposed to stay there. And I would say get a stick or a PVC pipe and work close in first, get him used to doing it, and then start graduating. He doesn't know you as well. He's not used to your voice tone, your mannerisms, all the things that I wanted you to pick up by working with me a few days and some time, you weren't able to pick up on. So you're gonna end up having a dog that doesn't work for you as well. And that's only natural because he's not used to your voice tone, your body language. He's cued into mine. All right, OPA, let's go ahead and show off. I'm gonna work him real good now. OPA. You can just keep it on in the best you can. Also, tables, walls like this. Up. This is where you can do some of your change of position because the dog has a barrier that he doesn't want to break, so it makes it very easy. I use a lot of park benches, tables, that sort of thing. Dabu. Kusha. It's a hard one. There's not enough platform for him to do it. Asi. Kusha. Yep. And I don't know if you saw that, but his break command is basically yep or freehand. Freehand means go do what you want to do, go to the bathroom. Go freehand. Go freehand. And notice he wants to stay near me because he's high on this ball. So from a distance, if I want to get the dog to just break and come to me without a specific command and just to be released, I will give him a command and it'll be yep, and my hands go stretched outwards. And the reason that is because the dog can see that. And the dog has a lot of that anyway, because remember we had him jumping off of walls? When he's jumping off a wall, he's jumping into my arms. See the body motion? So it's, yep. So the dog basically gets very keyed in on that. He'll do it from a distance. Up here? Yeah. Dog is high on that ball. He wants that ball. And as you already know, this dog can pretty much do anything. He's got his imprint on his nose has already been done. With his ball drive, he can be taught drugs or bomb or anything you want to do with him, because he's crazy about this ball. You just got to know what you're doing to condition the animal. Out. Push it. I'll see. Here. Good. Up there. Yes. Now on that flip finish, make sure that you do not give him his reward until he's right to where you want him. Because I've conditioned the dog, he's being robbed of his reward when he doesn't do it right. If this ball is in your right hand, watch what happens. Up here. 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 Good. Up here. You'll notice his rear end would have been wrong, but I've conditioned him so much that he knows he's got to do it right before I give him his ball. So I would say don't try to have it in your right hand, and realize that if you do have it in your right hand, he's going to start getting a crooked sit. And repairing that, or making sure you don't get it to come back, is hard. So we realize why he's doing it. He's doing it because that ball's in your hand. So get rid of the ball. Out. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of the ball and I'll say, done, and I'll show the dog my hands. That means we have no more ball, we're done with that, and I want you to work without that ball. Here, good boy, here. Yeah. Up here. Yes, good boy. So how I got that really straight sit is I accented and made sure he understood that he has to get to the right position. He does not get rewarded until he gets to the right position. Also realize what you're doing when you grab a ball, he's going to go crazy and want to get that ball. You're going to create habit. So you need to start doing things like faking him out. I'll do this. I'll show you this. Oh, out. Yeah. Up, yeah. I'll get rid of the ball. Up here. Here. Good boy. Up, yeah. So if I start having a crooked sit, I'm going to do this. Stay and mix it up. Don't do what he expects and start mixing things up. I'm trying to think of what else to give you. I would stay away from the collar as much as you can, because you don't know what you're doing, and there's no negative in that in reflection to you. It's just that you're not a professional. If you're going to work with a collar, have someone that knows what they're doing, because you can really screw a dog up real easy. But I have done the right thing. I took 2-3 weeks doing a very slow and methodical conditioning, teaching him to turn that off. And as I told you, it was on about a 4 was where he could feel it. And I would tell him a command that he already knew, and usually you want to do a go away, a come towards you, and a down, usually the 3 things. And I'll tell the dog to go to the kennel. He goes to the kennel with the button on right when I give the command. The button goes away right when he hits it. Same kind of thing we did with the curb. It's a hot and cold. He feels that stimulation, and then it doesn't go away until he complies with the command. As soon as he does, the button goes away with a lot of high praise. I'll get him into food, whatever it takes to take the stress off of the collar. So I'll go into praising him, doing what I want to do with food or a ball, so that I go into drive, couché, to get his mind off of the stress of the collar. And also to get him used to that it's going to go away, and then all I got to do is comply, and then it will go away. I see. Couché. Here. Good. Good boy. Good Good. Yes. And I didn't get him to do it with the ball, by the way. I just threw that in there right now. In general, I wanted to do that one for you because Maury does it, and I know you like that. Basically, he's barking at me, but you can turn that into the bad guy. Out. Talking about protection. If I was you, I would take him home, and I wouldn't do much with him except keep him in the kennel for about a week and 10 days, somewhere in there. Don't do hardly anything with him. Get him wound up so he wants to be with you, basically, and then take him out and have a decoy that he's going to work with on a regular basis, whoever that is. Get to know him and play softball with him, which means nice, methodical bites, all play and pray, keep it fun, and then some apprehension, some runaways, so his drive comes up and he wants to go after the bad guy. He loves to work. Right now he'll be on a downstay and he'll see somebody walking in the park and he starts whining and wanting to go after him because he wants to do the bite work. But it's all play and pray. He needs to be built in to fight, and that's getting somebody that knows what they're doing. So whoever you're working with, Brent, whoever you're going to be working with, make sure that you do things with a lot of apprehensions, play and pray for the first 2-3 times, get him used to the decoy, and then once that's done, maybe you can start putting some heavy civil agitation on him and flip into pray and play. So it's just kind of like a toggle. Pressure comes on, flip into play and pray, and right away go into giving him a bite on the shoulder, wherever it is with a suit, so he learns that that is what he's going to get when he sees that picture. The picture of heavy defense and heavy civil. He's not used to that. He's never had any pressure put on him. Can he take it? Oh, I know he can, but you don't want to blow him out of the water. You want to build him properly. So that takes a skilled decoy or skilled helper. So that's pretty much it. I hope that was some help to you. If you have any questions, need any help, give me a yell. More than happy to help you out. And you said you might call me to get me to come down there. Right now I'm strapped, so you understand that. I will talk to you soon. I thank you very much. You have a good day. Bye-bye.